And the next part, we will discuss about the fit AP at first. The fat AP at first. Of course, in your real network, not only about the fat AP, you also have the fit AP. The wireless network modes can be divided into fat mode and fit mode. And of course, about the Ruijie devices, we have the third mode, we call it MACC, and which can be chosen as required in different scenarios. And the device's configuration in fit and fat AP networking mode are varies greatly. So first, we have to know about the wireless network mode, which scenario we will choose which type, which mode. And the second one, let's see the fat AP configuration. The basic concept in our real network is very similar like this topology. We will have one router to connect with the ISP as edge devices to reach the internet. Maybe it's the Ruijie edge devices. And then connect with the core switch, connect with the PoE switch. The PoE switch is special because this is a power over Ethernet. Usually, PoE switch is connect with the AP because if the AP want to work, we have to provide the power. One, you can directly use the power to connect with the AP, and another solution you can connect with the PoE switch, and to let the switch use the Ethernet cable and provide the power for the AP. And another one is if your AP is a fit AP, we have to connect with AC together. AC is a wireless network controller. It plays a role in managing AP in a wireless in the WLAN network using the fit AP architecture. Okay. So if you use a fit AP, you have to connect with the AC together. So AC and the fit AP is a key topic we will discuss tomorrow. And the PoE switch will supply the power to APs and also can help us to follow the traffic like the normal switch. And the station is same meaning when we talk about the first topic, wireless access site. And the station are equipped with wireless NIC. We have to let the station support a network interface card and support the wireless. And if we use a cable to connect with each other, and then we add all the correct configuration on each devices, then the station will send the message out. And in this process, we will use a wireless network. And the encapsulation, pay attention about this part, is AO2.11. Maybe it's AO2.11N, maybe it's AO2.11AC, but pay attention about this part. Different AO2.11N or 11AC, the speed, the technology is different to let the speed faster, but the encapsulation format is same. So maybe you use a Wireshark to get the message from your wireless network card. You can see all the encapsulation is same, but within 1 second, different protocol, you can receive different number of the message. So this is a different with the protocol. The speed is different. And then the AP will receive the message from the station, right? And then the AP will translate, will convert the AO2.11 message to become AO2.3. AO2.3 is usually the protocol of the Ethernet. And then sent to the PoE switch. PoE switch will continue to forward it according to the principle we discussed last week. And then when the PoE switch receives a message from wired network, I also will make the AO2.3 frame to become AO2.11, sent to station again. So this is the main function of the AP. But the key point between the fat AP and fit AP different is fat AP, we can add all the configuration on the AP devices and the AP can forward it automatically. But if we use a Fit AP, we have to add most of configurations on the AC, and the AC will deliver the configuration to Fit AP, and then we will establish the tunnel to help for the traffic. This is different. And about the Fat AP, let's say the feature, we can combine the antennas and the AO2, the ABGN, and also we can support some encryption, QoS, NMS functions on Fat AP together. So about the Fat AP, you will think we can get some function like the router because on the Fat AP, we also can do the function of the net to do the translation. We also can use a PPPoE function to get some public IP address to visit the internet. And like the switch to provide the LAN port to visit some Ethernet. And we also can have some firewall function to combine with the WIDS function to protect our network and the wireless AP. So about the Fat AP, you can think that's why in your home you only deploy one Fat AP is enough because we can use every functions together. And how to make the Fat AP get this function? We have to add the configuration. And we can have use a web page or command line to finish the configuration. Okay, so this is a Fat AP. And about the Fat AP networking mode, we usually deployed in the home or maybe small office or maybe some home office where you use a Fat AP because maybe not so much user. We only need one AP or two AP is enough. And each AP, pay attention, you have to config one by one. Also, maybe you want to add some functions. All the configuration is same, but you also still have to config one by one. And if someone is problem, you also have to troubleshoot one by one. So that's why in the small network, you can use a Fat AP, but in some bigger network, for example, at least you have to deploy 30 APs, then you can coverage all the places above the wireless part. In this scenario, suggest to use the Fit AP and AC together. So you can use AC to certainly control and manage the AP. Of course, if you have the limitation or some ideas, you can use 30 Fat AP also is working. And the other, maybe you can use some Ruijie cloud function to manage these devices. And another for the Fit AP. The Fit AP, we have to use with AC together, access controller together. Access controller. And about the Fit AP, we can be management in centralized manner, and the configuration is delivered in a uniform manner from the AC. And the RF are optimized and managed in AC too. And the comprehensive security authentication also can be available. We see the Fat AP also can provide some basic security technology like the blacklist, like the whitelist, something like this. But more comprehensive authentication, for example, in your enterprise, maybe you want to use AO2.1x, or maybe use some portal authentication, something like this. We suggest to use deploy in AC and deliver the configuration to Fit AP. And the layer 2 and the layer 3 roaming is available to in the network if you use a Fit AP. You can use the layer 2 and the layer 3 roaming. And about the Fit AP, we say like this topology. We have two Fit AP and use a wireless controller. Then on the Fit AP, when we finish the configuration, we can let the Fit AP to broadcast the SSID, and then the user can use the SSID to connect with each other. And between Fit AP and the controller, they will establish the tunnel. This tunnel we call it cap web tunnel. And this cap web tunnel is a key point we will discuss on the Fit AP, how to work and what's the function, and how to add the configuration to establish the connection. So the advantage and disadvantage of these two of networking mode. If in your network is big, multiple Fit AP, we suggest to use Fit AP and AC together. Otherwise, if you're in your home, in your Soho network, maybe use a Fit AP is enough. Of course, if you use a Fit AP, you have to master technologies, more technologies. Otherwise, for example, how to make the optimization out and how to select the best path, how to make the tunnel configuration between the AC. This is a little complex to understand. It's a little complex than Fat AP. But the configuration of AC is very easy. Let AC gets the power and let AC know the IP address of DHCP. Know the IP address of the AC. That's all. Then everything we will get from the AC. You only need to add the configuration on AC is enough. But about the Fat AP, if you only have one Fat AP, the configuration is very easy. The maintain also is very easy. But if you have lots of AP, the configuration is very heavy, although maybe the configuration is same. And when you do the troubleshooting, it's also a little difficult because you don't know all the status. You have to check one by one. So this also have different advantage and disadvantage. And later, let's say one AP and have pairs. The front panel will have a LED lighter, and this is indicators the option status of the devices. Of course, different devices, the panel will be different. I only take the RGAP AO2 LV3 to indicate to have a brief introduction of the indicator. And about the side wave, the first part is an anti-neft lock hole. Usually when we install, we will use it. And the second one is a 2.5 gigabit SFP port. This is uplink SFP port for service data transmission. And another one, the third one for the reset button. We can use this button, reboot devices or restore the devices to factory settings. Pay attention about this reset. If you use this button, all the configuration will be discarded. Pay attention about this part. And the next one is a console port. If you want to do the configuration for the AP, you can use the console port. Or maybe you can use a service port. We call it a LAN port. We have 1 gigabit base T Ethernet port. And you also can use a network cable to connect with this link and then to open the web page to do the configuration. And this is part of the DC power plug. You can use a power cable to connect here and provide the power for the devices. Of course, you also can use the PoE switch, use the network cable to connect with the number 5 to provide the power. It also can work. And pay attention in different modes. And the frequency different value have different indicate different status. About the Fit AP, if the status is off, for example, no power, the frequency is empty. And the blinking green and 3 Hz, maybe now is booting program initialization in the process. And maybe we have different value, different color and different frequency have different meanings. And if the mode is a Fat AP, we also have different status for different frequency, but different one for the Fit AP. The Fit AP will have the special origin one. because we will have the connection with the AC. When we do some communication with the AC, for example, we will initialize the conflict and establish the cap web tunnel successfully. The red will be orange. Of course, pay attention about this part. First is different AP type, the appearance will be different. So maybe the indicator, the port number also will be different. The second one, different mode. Fit AP, fat AP, the different frequency, different color have different meaning. And the fit AP will have special color for the orange and the special frequency. That's because fit AP not only will do the communication with the switch, with the other network devices. We have special one compared with fat AP is we have to communicate with the AC, especially to establish the cap web. So we will have special color. And the detailed color, when you do the troubleshooting, you can compare with the document and compare one by one. So this is the LED and the button. And when you do the configuration for the AP, maybe you can use the LAN interface and use a web page to do the configuration. If you choose the web page, you have to use a cable to connect with your laptop and your AP together. And you have to change your laptop IP address with the same IP address with the physical interface of the AP. And by default, in the fit AP, LAN 1 and LAN 2 port interface both are 192.168.110.1. But in FAT AP, if these devices have multiple LANs, the LAN 1 port IP address is same with the fit AP, but about the LAN 2 IP address is different. So pay attention about this one. Of course, when you buy the devices, we will have detailed introduction of this AP. This AP document also will show you what's the default IP address. So this is a basic part introduction of the FAT AP and the FIT AP and what's the difference. And the next part, let's say the FAT AP configuration. When we do the configuration, what's the special and what's the step we have to do? For example, now it's very easy. We have one FAT AP and connect with the access switch. And of course, the wired network part, we already add the correct configuration. Now our requirement is for the AP, please give an IP address 172.16.1.253 and /24. The gateway is 172.16.1.254. And for the wireless station, the IP address is same segment with the FAT AP. And the gateway IP address is same with the FAT AP. Pay attention. If the FAT AP needs to forward the traffic out, we also need the gateway. This is a default next hop to forward the traffic between different segments. And both are the wireless station and the AP. The VLAN is VLAN 1. And the basic requirement is please give a SSID. The SSID name is Ruijie. And then the station can connect with Ruijie and then wait the internet. So this is our requirement. And how to add the configuration to meet the requirement. Key point. First, we have to connect the network technology and pay attention to ensure that the AP can be powered on the started up normally. You can use the power cable, use the DC power. You also can use a PoE switch to provide the power from the switch. Pay attention. If you use a PoE power on the switch, you have to enable the PoE function on the switch. Some switch, the PoE function is enabled auto default. And the second one, we have to connect the network cable to the AP with the computer and ensure that the computer is connected to the network by ping test. This is a replace way. If your computer can get the IP address successfully and can ping successfully, that means you change to become a FAT AP. You also can get the IP address successfully. Of course, you can use some command to check the result. I can get IP address or not. And also you can use a command on the AP directly to ping the test. And after basic configuration of the AP, we have to verify the wireless SSID can be searched by the station or not. So the key point is how to add the basic configuration on the AP. Connect the station and verify the network connectivity. So these are key points, step to step. You have to check something. And set other optional configuration of APs. For example, you want to make the network security. Maybe you want to make the network better. For change the channel optimization. Maybe in your network, there are also the other AP or the other devices, maybe in the same segment, in the same channel. So you can change the channel. And another one, you can add some blacklist or whitelist, or maybe some basic wireless authentication or encryption mode to make your network more security. But this part is optional configuration. So pay attention about this, the others. If you use the AC don't have any default password. But in your FAT AP, when you choose use a console to finish the command, the console password is admin and without default enable password. But if you change the mode to become fit, because lots of devices, the default mode is a fit mode. Fit mode AP, the console password is Ruijie, and the enable password is AP debug. So this is a little difficult. Maybe someone say I first time use a console to log in the devices, but directly ask me what's the password. So please pay attention about this part. So how to add the configuration? The step 1, we have to switch the AP to FAT mode, right? Of course, at this time, your first time to use the cable to connect with the devices, you have to know the password. And how to change the mode to become FAT AP? The command is AP mode and FAT. And then we can switch the AP to become FAT mode. And we have to create VLAN 1, the name is station. And pay attention about this part. The VLAN 1 is exist automatically. So you can directly use VLAN 1. If you don't add the name station, VLAN 1 also can work. And the second one, you have to configure a wireless signal. Create a WLAN for the specialist SSID. The command is .11. .11. This is the protocol for wireless, right? .11 and the WLAN. WLAN is the key words. You have to use these words. And this is the number. You can use 1, 2, 3, or 4. It doesn't matter. But this one will be finally connected with the RF interface. And then this WLAN 1 will connect with VLAN 1 and give the SSID is Ruijie. This is a name. And we also have to broadcast the SSID, then the station can search the SSID. And pay attention about this one. The WLAN 1 and VLAN 1, they don't have any relationship. You can use WLAN 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. About the WLAN number, we also have some limitation. Depends on different devices. Some devices will limit the WLAN ID only have eight interfaces. And then is a VLAN 1. So the result when the station searches the SSID Ruijie, and then we will connect it. And after we connect successfully, the basic VLAN is VLAN 1. Because now about the SSID, we combine with VLAN 1 together. And then we have to bind a special wireless server interface with the WLAN to generate a wireless signal. This configuration will be added into the .11 radio 1, and this is the server interface number 0.1. Encapsulates .1Q1. .1Q is the VLAN ID. And this one is the VLAN 1. This is specifies the AP radio subinterface VLAN. And this subinterface will connect with the WLAN ID 1. This one must have same with the WLAN ID. These two number must be same. If here you use 2, here you also have to use 2. Okay, so this is the second step. The third step, you have to configure the IP interface, and you have to manage the IP address and the root. And here the configuration is used to connect with is used to make the communication with a wired network. So the first you have to give the physical interface, and you encapsulate with .1Q1, and this VLAN is used for the AP, not for the station. The station VLAN we already connected at the beginning. And this is here. And then we have to create the manager interface BVI1 and give an IP address. And this IP address is used for management only. We will not use this IP address as a gateway. And on the AP, we also have to for the traffic between different segments. So we also need the route. And about the AP, if you don't only have one default route, one next hop, you can directly add the default route. And here is the next hop. This is step 3. And about the step 4, add the configuration of the DHCP. And about this DHCP is used to allocate the IP address for the station. And this configuration, I think, is very easy for you to understand, right? Because at the last week, when we talk about the DHCP, we already explained the detail of the DHCP configuration. If your DHCP server already exists in your network, you can skip it. Or maybe in your wired network, one switch or one router is a DHCP server, you also can skip it. Then, at last, press write. Write means save the configuration. So that's all about the configuration. So if you don't need to add the special or complex function on FAT-AP, the configuration is very easy. Only need to enable one WLAN interface and give the SSID and broadcast it. And then user connect with your network, which VLAN will be used. Allocate the VLAN and give the IP address of the FAT-AP. That's all. The configuration is very easy. And if you have some web page and you only need to click, and we also will have some step to help you. What's the first step? What's the parameters you can change? And what's the second step? What's the third step? Also, lots of people will make the DHCP directly on the FAT-AP. So the configuration is very, very easy. A little complex will be talk about the FAT-AP. So today we talk about 3 parts. The basic of the WLAN, we talk about the IF interface and the basic concepts of the WLAN network. The second one, we explain some detail of the AO211 protocol, especially for AO211n, Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 6. And this part, we talk something about the FAT-AP. So this is a very basic concept of our wireless network.